It's your boy Tendo. Over here we got Hannah Warrior Princess and the OG Crisco King. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. Here's what's going on. Our apartment complex that we live in, where we normally do the podcast, it's like 1,000 degrees in here because our air conditioner apparently is broke and they can't turn it on for the first time for summer. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go for a walk. We're just going to walk around the block. We're going to do a Q&A, but not a normal Q&A. I want to do a little different. I want it to be two-way. So I want you guys to ask some questions about what's going on with us. And then I want to ask you guys a question, and I want you guys to all, like, rapid fire your answers. So we'll just kind of have a discussion that way. I think that'll be a good idea. But before we go, say what's up to Hannah.
Hey, how's it going?
And then also,
There it goes.
what we're going to do real quick before we get going, I just want to show you what I've been working on today. This literally just got done printing right before we started, but it's just a little Wiimote stand. And so I'm actually displaying all my Wiimotes this way. Tune in for tomorrow's video to find out more. But I just real quick before we leave, want to reset my printer. And it's not gonna make another remote stand be done by the time we get back, but it'll be most of the way done before we get back. So, little hours glue, put it on the plate.
It's purple!
Yeah, it's purple glue stick. Those are the best ones. Those are the best ones for gluing, not for huffing. I'm just kidding. Don't huff glue sticks. All right, and I've hit the button, start print, and we're gonna go ahead and just look at Hannah's forehead.
Hi.
But yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go for a walk. Where you guys want to go?
ChickfilA.
ChickfilA. You want to walk all the way to ChickfilA? All right, let's see what we got. Puts his glue down. I should have put it in my pocket. You just want to say I've been saying for a while about Wii Sports being good. Let's see. For a walk, that wasn't part of the deal. What deal?
It's in my pocket.
So let's talk a little bit. Let's do some question and answer. Let's figure out what's going on with you guys. I'll tell you what we've been doing today. Hannah's been shipping packages all day.
All day.
I don't know what he's been doing. I've just heard him in his room making weird noises. What'd you say?
Playing video games.
Oh, he's been playing video games. All right, we should be better now. Technical difficulties. All right, so anyways, what was I saying? We're talking about Disneyland. League of Legends star. Have you been playing League of Legends today?
Yeah.
You guys are going to have to stay closer. The phone's not going to hear you. Stay beside me. I'm at crappy work. Where are you working? Where they got you working at? I guess you're an essential employee. None of us were essential. What does Pat do for a living?
Play video games.
He plays video games for a living. What's your Twitch name?
Your boy Pat.
Your boy Pat. Twitch.tv/your boy Pat. That's what he does for a living. Hi from Anaheim. Nice. So you live by Disneyland? Is it Disneyland or Disney? Is that in Anaheim in California?
Yes. Disneyland is in Anaheim. Disney World is in...
Do you live right next door? Because that's what I always think of when I think Anaheim. It's literally just Disneyland,
Yeah.
nothing else. That's probably not true, but that's what I think. Let's see, are we freezing anymore? I had a little bit of I left my Wi-Fi on. That's how dumb I am. I walked out the door with the Wi-Fi on, and it's like, where's your Wi-Fi?
Gotta bring that Wi-Fi on.
It says you can walk there. Yes, wow. You just walk next door. Do you know any people that live in Anaheim around you that can just pretty much, they get a year pass and literally just walk over there every day? I can't imagine being able to do that. That would change Hannah's life.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
I'll tell you what I don't like about doing lives on my phone is that this is what it looks like the whole time. I can't see the text on the screen unless I do this. Oh, that's funny. Toronto for me. Ontario in the house, nice. We got David's here from Australia as well. Oh, someone from Ontario. A couple people from Ontario. Let's see. Very nice. That's crazy though, just being able to walk over to Disneyland. I've never been to either Disneyland or Disney World, but story time, I guess. We went to Orlando, what is it, Universal Studios?
Yeah.
About this time 2 years ago. It was fun, it was a cool place, but I couldn't fit on any of the rides because I'm about a foot too wide. Also, since we're here, check this out. Somebody's gonna probably yell at me out of their window. That's a little scooter, and it's locked to the post. weird.
They don't want their scooter robbed.
I bet somebody's sitting inside that window just going, what are they doing to my scooter?
There's a man with a beard on a phone looking at my scooter.
Let's see. Someone from Pennsylvania. Where are the rest of you at? If you're watching, let us know where you're at. Can't believe we got like 5 Canadians in here. Half of y'all are Canadian.
Canada. I've never
Have you-
been. I'd like to go.
Have either of you been to Canada?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Just go to one of the borders and cross?
Went to Niagara Falls
And then just crossed
and
over
crossed.
the
Well, we didn't stay there for like a day, 2 days, but
Very nice.
it was fun.
I've seen Canada from Detroit. Can you see Canada from the
Something like that, yeah.
I think so. Somewhere, I've been somewhere and I've been standing on a pier somewhere and they're like, oh, there's Canada. And I was like, oh, cool. Cool, guys. Huh?
Oh no.
Oh, no. Let's see. Indiana. We got some Indiana, more Pennsylvania. Someone said I used to be able to walk to Canada. Canada's Wonderland. I would walk in at opening, go on 3 or 4 coasters, then go home. You have to let me know what Canada's Wonderland is. I lived really close to a place called Holiday World. Listen to me when I tell you this. It's in a town called Santa Claus, Indiana. I'm not making this up, though it's going to very much so sound like I am. Hannah knows. Have you been to Holiday World?
Nope.
He hasn't been to Holiday World.
You get free soft drinks.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. It's about an hour north of my town, and it's a theme park. It's a big theme park. It's not huge, but it's like half of it's themed Santa Claus. Not half of it, but a portion of it is. And the whole town is themed Santa Claus, but then there's just this big water park and an amusement park. It's pretty dope, but it's weird.
We went to
Somebody here from Maine. What's up, Aubrey? Welcome, welcome. It's a Canadian version of Six Flags. That's kind of what I assumed. Our Holiday World, it's in the middle of the country here in America. It's so hard to explain. It's not near as big as a Six Flags. I'd say about half as big as like the Six Flags in St. Louis, but it's a little bit more quaint.
But you get free sunscreen and free soft drinks.
Hannah likes it because you get free unlimited soft drinks,
Yeah, it's really nice.
which you've never heard of at a normal theme park like Six Flags. Because
We stayed at the RV park next to it, which was called Reindeer Park. It was great. Super fun.
that's funny. Where's Pat's shades? Pat, where's your shades?
On my face?
That's a weird question. Did you just put those on?
No, I've had them all.
I think
These don't match ours.
that's funny. Oh, they probably meant where's your Nintendo shades? Let's see. Anonymous says she likes your
Hey.
t-shirt. I'm into it too, but it wouldn't fit me. I should get one and just cut all that out and sew it onto a bigger shirt.
You should get 3 shirts, put them all together.
I'll tell you what's been happening an absurd amount. That is a carpet cleaning van. I know because I used to work for a company where I operated one. I guess everybody's taking this lockdown time to like clean their carpets because that van has been here all week.
Which is weird because our apartment doesn't have any carpet in it at all.
Yeah, I guess people are getting their couches cleaned and stuff. Everybody's just using it as a time to clean. You think that you'll ever stream that Duck Dynasty game? I wouldn't rule it out. I don't have any plans to, but Patrick, you want to play some Duck Dynasty?
Yeah, I got the TV show.
Well, if we're going to stream that, one of you two are going to have to grow a beard, and I don't think it's going to be her. You know what I'm saying? We'll just get you a fake beard to put on while we do it. All right, let's see. What else? Let's go AFL Wii football game. Now, that would be fun to stream. American Football League. I would assume, is your American Football League shut down in Australia? Oh, that brings up another good one to talk about. Listen to this. I'm not kidding you. I read articles this morning that were saying that Major League... Have you seen this about baseball?
No.
They're contemplating playing every single game of the season here in Arizona. Just keeping all of Major League Baseball in Arizona for the rest of the year.
I saw where Dana White, who like is president of the UFC or whatever, is going to go like have all the fights on a private island.
Really? He's just going to take all the fighters with him on one island? That doesn't sound like a good idea. That's crazy. Well,
Sounds like the Hunger Games.
yeah, I can't really figure out exactly what makes it sound like a good idea to put all of Major League Baseball here in Phoenix. I mean, I know we've got all the practice fields, and there's a whole lot of fields here for them to play in. But doesn't that sound like it would just shut the city down every day, every other day? I don't know. Unless they're playing them crowdless, I don't know.
Like twice as many games as the NBA.
Right, just tons, multiple games a day. How many Wii Sports do you have? Look, this is the only way I can read it. You see my nose? How many Wii Sports do you have to sell? I just sold my 26th and 27th copy since those live streams started. Well, we only had 2 copies, so I only have 1 to sell. I could have had more. I'm not gonna lie. I could have had more, but I don't.
I wish Wii Fit was selling for a lot right now.
Have I ever played or do I own XMen Destiny? I'd have to look at my collector's app to see. I don't. I bet I do because that sounds really familiar, but I don't know off the top of my head. I know I've got a lot of X-Men games, but I don't know about that one specifically. What system is it on? Yeah, Niagara Joe said me too. If I knew, I would have had 100 copies. Patrick and I haven't talked today, but I was gonna tell him about this earlier because we were talking about some stuff. But if you don't know, if you're watching, you don't know, we've sold just an absurd number of Wiis and specific Wii games that are selling for a ton right now. I'm sure most of you know about this, but if you don't know what we're talking about, that's what we're talking about. We went through our Wii collection last night and got out all the doubles of the stuff that's been selling, and they've all sold pretty much instantly. All right. I can't figure out how to work this sometimes. Do you swipe right? Do you swipe up? You swipe up. Do you own a Game Gear? I own 2. I have one that's not working at all, and I have one that the brightness on it is broken. So I can play it, but it's like at half brightness. But I do own a Retron 5, and I have the Game Gear adapter for it on order. So I'll be able to play it on my TV, Game Gear games. And that's personally preferable for me. If I can play a game on a TV and not on a handheld, I kind of personally prefer to. So good question. Let's see. Wii Sports is my only entertainment. Is that literally the only thing you're playing?
It is super fun. I mean, I was testing the Wii Sports and I played
You
tennis and I was like, this is really nice.
You sit there and played it for an hour?
Yeah, it was really great. I enjoyed it.
That's funny. I haven't played Wii Sports since probably at least 2007, something like that. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. All right, let's do some Q&A. I want you guys to ask some questions, and I'm going to ask you some questions. So what I want to start out doing real quick is I want all of you just to spam the answer real quick. What video game have you guys been playing today or this week? If you haven't played anything today, what have you played this week? So answer that question, and then you guys can start firing off some questions also. Somebody said their arm's falling off, and I don't know what context that's in. Wonder how much someone would pay for all your copies of Wii Fit. Listen, I wish the copies of Wii Fit were going for as much as... Listen, I like my copies of Wii Fit, but I'm telling you right now, if they were going for like $25, $30 a piece, your boy'd be coming off of them. You know what I'm saying? I'd sell them quick. All right, let's see here. We're gonna get strapped in somehow or another. There we go. Let's see, yeah. Has anybody sold any copies of Wii Fit? Somebody messaged me the other day and told me that they had sold several copies of Wii Fit, but if they're only going for $10, unless they're flying off the shelves, it wouldn't be that profitable because we have 100 and something copies.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that'd be worth it, but they're not selling that fast. I bet if I put them up, I'd sell 1 or 2. But why did I stop buying Wii Fit? Who said I've stopped buying Wii Fit? That is not a true statement.
It's false.
That is a very false statement.
I'm pretty sure we bought one right before the quarantine
started.
Yeah,
I never buy them at the regular. Well, I wouldn't say never. I buy them at the regular thrift store if they're $1, right? Or no more than that. And then at the bins, I buy them every time they show up, and that's how I acquired all of them that I have. Mike the Gamer, what's up? Welcome. Glad you're here. Let's see what else. Mario Kart Double Dash is what Brian's been playing. Lego City Undercover, Assassin's Creed, let's go. I've been playing Crash Bandicoot 2, good one. Dragon Quest 11, very nice. How is 11? Wii Fit is still going for $5. I know. You get on eBay right now, and the first couple ones are $10, but you can have it for $4 or $5. Too bad, right? This would have been my real moment of fame had Wii Fit actually been the game that shot up in price. Why couldn't I have made the joke for the last year that I collected Wii Sports? It would have all been better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'd be millionaires.
Phobie1, my man Phobie1 has been playing through all the Zeldas. We got Tekken 7, that's a good one. Warzone or Halo 5. Let's go. Have you been playing Halo? Is Halo 5 ported to the PC yet? Because that's how I'm waiting to play it. or maybe I'm getting that wrong, but a bunch of the Halo games have been coming to PC, and I'm pretty stoked about it. Let's see, what else? GTA 5, good one. 100, yeah, GTA 5 would be a good one to play right now. That's what I should lock myself in the room and play. I'm surprised to only see one Animal Crossing. Let's see. Hey, Tendo, Zena, Hannah, and Pat. What's up? What's up? Welcome, Lady Foxfire. Good to see you again. But yeah, currently on OOT. Is that overtime? What does OOT mean? I shudder to guess. Crash Team Racing. What console are you playing Crash Team Racing on? I have it on PlayStation 2 and I have it on GameCube. But yeah, I don't know. What games have we been playing though? I guess we should answer our own question.
Well, I finished Luigis Mansion like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it was the first one, but on the 3DS. 3DS is really heavy; it makes my hand hurt.
So, Anonymous said she's been playing Crash Team Racing on Switch. Was that digital download, or can you get a physical copy? I haven't paid attention enough to know that they've ported that one over. I've got all the old ones, but that's awesome. Somebody's backing up. It's the Amazon man. Wonder if he's got my package. Let's see what else. I would wait for the new Halo PC. That game looks sweet. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm super excited to play some Halo on PC because I was always so trash on controller when I was a kid, and I'd be much better these days on PC for sure. XMen Destiny on PS3. Don't know if it's on Xbox 360 or not, but I would not be surprised if it was. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, but all the X-Men games I can think of are all those GameCube and PlayStation 2 era ones, so I probably don't have the one you're talking about. Have you played Mario and Sonic 2020? No, that's the new one. Mario, I've played the ones on the Wii, but I have not played those. Look how, we're being lit through leaves, so we all look like patchy. The other game I played, but really late at night because it's creepy AF, is Silent Hill 4: The Room. Very nice, very nice.
I don't know why, but I kind of want to play a really scary game, but then I know that I'd be such a little baby about it. I don't think I'd be able to get through it.
We've got a few really good scary games on 360, but I kind of figured we'd be keeping them for Halloween, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I guess that's it for that question. What else we got so far?
I've gotten to play quite a few games in the last day because I've been testing things.
Yeah,
I played Atlantis Square Pantis a little bit. It was interesting. What else did I play? Let's see. Ooh, started Mario Galaxy for the first 5 seconds.
Yeah,
that was cool.
It's amazing to me how pretty Mario Galaxy is.
Yeah.
It's endlessly beautiful. Let's see. So here's another question that I have. What I want to know. This is kind of a difficult question. I mean, it's a simple question, but I want to talk about consoles a little bit. Let's stay on gaming for a little while before we move off. What is everybody's... I'm trying to think of how to ask this. What video game consoles do you guys leave plugged up to play? And which ones do you have put away that you get out sometimes? Is kind of what I want to know. So kind of spam your answers to that and then ask us some questions back once you've answered. But I'm curious what consoles at home right now are plugged up and which ones are not. That's I imagine we're going to get a lot of course you've got your PS4 and your Xbox One plugged up, but I'm curious, I want to know if you've got those plugged up too, because we watch Netflix on our PS4 way more than we play Netflix on it.
Play video games on it.
Patrick, I know your answer because you've got your Xbox One plugged up. I don't think you own another console currently, do you?
I own them, I just don't have them.
Okay, well, you've got your Game Boy with you.
Yeah.
And then you've got some emulators on your PC as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got a Sega emulator, I think.
Correct.
So for us, I'll go ahead and answer before we start reading the answers. I can tell you exactly. I leave my Super Nintendo Mini plugged into my CRT all the time. And then we have a Retron 5 plugged into our TV in our room. So on that, we can play Sega. We can play all the old cartridges up to, we can't play N64, so up to Super Nintendo. We don't use that a ton, but we use it a bit. And then we have a 360 plugged up in there, a Wii U and a Wii. And that's kind of funny because we play GameCube games on our Wii, but then we play Wii games on our GameCube, and then I actually have a GameCube plugged up so I can play Game Boy games on it.
We play the Wii games on the Wii U.
What did I say?
GameCube.
It's
like,
all
that
mixed
doesn't
up.
work.
But yeah, no, I got it backwards. On my Wii U, we play Wii games, and then on my Wii, we play GameCube games, and then on my GameCube, we play Super Nintendo. Life is complicated, but that's what we leave plugged up. So you guys, kind of curious to hear what you guys leave plugged up. Let me scroll back up some. PlayStation 2 is always plugged in. PSP is only display. You just look at the PSP. That's funny. Switch dock. Neo Geo. That's a good one to leave plugged up. Do you play your Neo Geo all the time? Let's see. My time is split between Divine Divinity on PC and Eat Lead. The Return of Matt Hazard. I love the sound of that.
Wow.
GameCube Mario Party 7 with the wife. Then I get mad because she beats me. So then I go to the boy with his blob on the Wii. Gotcha. Let's see. Andrew Scott asked, what system is your favorite? I'll answer that in just a second. Let me read the rest of these. But good question. I guess we can all answer that. Oh, the Resident Evil will scare you. Okay, well, that's back to the beginning. I keep the Switch, NES, Wii U, and PS4 out. That sounds pretty standard. I take out the Super Nintendo and the Sega here and there. How often would you say you take it out? Is what I want to know. Because I've kind of been like monitoring my usage of consoles and trying to put some away that I'm finding I don't play as much. So I'm just kind of curious how that goes for you. Toys and games, you leave the Wii U plugged up. Do you specifically play a lot of specific Wii U games, or are you playing Wii on it as well? Xbox One mainly. I've been playing a lot of 3DS, but I got GameCube and PS2. Hannah's been playing a lot of 3DS lately.
Yeah, I really do want to plug in the PS2 though. I've got a craving for some of those PS2 games I played when I was a kid.
Right. Niagara Joe said, I have rolling carts with each brand, one for Nintendo, one for PlayStation, and one for Microsoft. So I just roll the cart in the system. I like that.
That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like something I would do. And to be honest with you, if I had a bunch of space, that's exactly how I'd do it. I'd build custom carts with the games I play. We're on the same page is all I'm saying. I don't have room to do that kind of thing, but I would if I could. I would if I could. All right. Same here. PlayStation 4 for Netflix. I like that. GameCube and Super Nintendo. PS3, PS2, and GameCube. Those are some good ones. It's too bad the PS3 Fat was such a piece of junk, because all that backwards compatibility, it would be plugged up in my room for sure. Because I can't tell you how often I get the craving to play something on PlayStation 2, but it's just not something I leave plugged up. All right. Let's see here. We got a couple questions. Someone asked what my favorite system is. Let's just go right off. Let's go in a row. For sure, for me, it's Super Nintendo.
I would say Switch currently.
Switch is your favorite?
Yeah.
You basic B.
I like the PS2 a lot though.
Probably either the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One.
The Xbox 360, between the two. If I had to pick between the two, I'm so nostalgic for a very specific part of time where me and my brother played so much 360.
Yeah.
So I can level with you there. Someone else asked what kind of job I have. Well, that's a pretty simple question. Everything you see us do on the channel right now is what we're doing for a living. I haven't taken a contract for what I used to do I'm going on 2 years now. I'm right at 2 years. I used to hop on a plane every other week and fly to a few different places and do some video contracting for a few different companies. Like, you guys can probably see all the scissors I have all over my room. Let's get out of this weird patchy sunlight. You guys have probably seen all of the scissors all over my apartment. I used to work for a bunch of companies, one in particular, the scissor making company that makes those scissors I have. And I would shoot videos of various different kinds for them, live events, kind of commercial footage, all kinds of different things. But I don't do that so much anymore. Hannah and I kind of hatched a plan about 2 years ago where I was gonna quit my job, I was gonna start doing this stuff, and we were gonna basically both of us end up, reselling full time. So right now, we have paid the last 2 months' rent and all of our bills solely off of income from, it's kind of a weird pie chart, but a little bit of YouTube money, like a few pennies, and then a few dollars from reselling, and then we have our hand in a few other, creative projects that make us a few bucks.
I just want to point out that lady that walked behind us just a few minutes ago had a Twitch jacket.
Did she really?
Yeah.
You think she's a streamer?
Either that or she works for the company or something.
Well, if she had a Twitch jacket on, she probably would. She should be of enough understanding to not think we're the weirdest people ever walking around talking to our phone. Is all I'm saying. But thank you for that question, anonymous. I keep the Switch. Let's see. Yeah, my backwards compatible fat PS3 always hooked up. Well, that's good. Mine. I've bought 3 at the Goodwills in the last year, and none of them have worked, the fat ones. I buy a bunch of PS3 Super Slims. I've got the red one and 2 white ones that I keep that are all working perfectly. Let's see. I watched your movies on your on my channel. Yeah. If you go to our homepage, I don't know what you call it, but the YouTube page where you basically go to youtube.com/Tendo'sTrash. There is a suggested channel on the right, and it's my old personal YouTube channel that I've had all my life. Well, that's not true. YouTube started in like 2006, but something like that. I don't know when. And I've got a bunch of movies that Patrick has participated in most of them. Hannah, in one way or another, has participated in all of them. And there's a bunch of movies on there. And to be honest with you, looking at me now and what I do now, it's kind of funny to go watch those and realize that I made them. It's just kind of ridiculous because some of them are really dumb. You walking outside, I'm calling the police, lol. It's Rip. Let's see. Ocarina of Time is what I'm working on right now. Nice. That's definitely, Hannah and I, we're right now kind of going through, and we're playing it really out of order, but we're playing a bunch of the Mario games, so we're on Sunshine right now, but I want to make it, when we're done with those, I think Zelda's next.
I never finished a Zelda game.
You've never finished a Zelda game at all?
Never. I had it on Game Boy, and I got pretty far on that one. We had it on Super Nintendo. Actually, the copy you have is my old one, but yeah I didn't get very far in that one at all.
Have you played any Zelda games? No? Patrick is really the one out of all of us that's into RPGs and stuff. I think you'd like them. I think you'd like them a lot. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead.
Link's my favorite character in Super Smash. Does that count?
What is the new hottest shoes that Patrick has his eyes on? What a great question. Go take it. Answer that question.
The new hottest shoes. I don't know. The ones that I want the most right now probably are the KD 12-amp pearls, which are the basketball shoe.
So Kevin Durant's line?
Yeah.
What do they look like? Because you showed off some of that line on the channel the other day.
So I don't know if anybody remembers the white ones that I showed that had like the wings as like straps or whatever the shoe.
Those are my fave.
They're pretty much like that except pink. So almost the same shoe, just a different color.
Gotcha. All right, do you guys want to see a quick reveal of what shoes Patrick's got on right now? Step it out, Pat. Step it out.
Some basic.
Step it out.
Nikes.
Come on, pick them up. Pick them up. Go. Step out. Look at that. Look at them. Black on black on black. Hannah, what do you got on?
I got the Steve Maddens that are trash.
Jabronis. Anyways, thanks for that question. That was a good one. Are you going to go through your PS2 games tomorrow? Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow. That's definitely something we're going to do. That was a little bit harder because it's my biggest collection at like 600 games or so. Not enough games are cross-platform. Yeah. What is the new... Yeah, we already read that one. Let's see. The pine green Jordan 1s are sick. You know what they're talking about? Do you have J's? No, you don't do J's?
Not a big fan.
Patrick's not super into J's. Yeah. Well, that's where it all started, you know.
Yeah.
Sexy ankles. Niagara Joe likes your ankles, man.
Wait, these are mine. You showed both.
No, definitely Patrick's ankles. Looking at both of you now. Patrick's are nice and defined. He plays basketball. Yours are a little round.
I eat ice cream.
That's funny.
Accurate.
Too real.
There's an ice cream tub in the freezer.
It's been there for 2 days. It's almost gone.
Really? You've eaten that much of it?
Hey, you've had a lot of it.
I had one bowl.
You've had 2
How
bowls.
big was the bowl?
I kid you not, like this. Hannah, I said, listen, wait. No, I'm going to tell this story. I said, Hannah last night, I was like, go give me some ice cream. And she comes back and sits down, this dainty little 3-inch bowl. And I'm like, what? I mean, because I want the bowl you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, and I kid you not, portion control.
Was her bowl bigger?
Yeah.
You make it sound so bad. I stuffed the
Hypocrite.
thing full.
Yeah.
It was a solid ramekin of ice cream.
Or ramekin.
It's a ramekin. Everyone knows what a ramekin is.
All right.
Knows what it is.
You uncultured swine.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. I can't tell you how many times a week Hannah will look at me and ask me what a word means. And you guys are witnessing history right here. I have no idea what a ramekin is. I do not know this word. Oh man, it would be cool if the GTA trilogy was on GameCube. That would be interesting, I guess. But GTA doesn't find its home on Nintendo consoles.
That sounds like it would be a very bad thing for Nintendo.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not so much as they used to, but they used to really stray away from anything violent on their consoles. But yeah, I see where you're coming from. If money wasn't an issue, what would be your greatest collectible thing? Your geeky saint? I don't know that either. What if money were no issue? It would be. I've said this on the channel once, at least once. I probably haven't talked about it a bunch, but it would be a building. It would be a building full of junk, absolute garbage that no one would want but me, and that would be it. It wouldn't be a specific thing. It would be a big building, and we're talking like an airplane hangar. You know what I'm saying? Full of nonsense. Jason, what's up? Welcome. Glad you stopped by. I'm listing all my Wii controllers and accessories. They have shot up in money, yeah, which I do not blame you for doing so. But we've been building this channel. I've put my life into this channel for 6 months straight now. I think we're on 5. I say a different number every time, but like 5 months. Somebody do the math. But the whole channel started and still is kind of around collecting, and so I just don't. I could make a lot of money today if I went and listed all my consoles and Wii accessories, but I don't want to. I just don't. I don't need the money that bad. I'm not going to do it, unfortunately. Just if I were hurting a little bit more, maybe I would, but I'm not going to do it. But thank you for that question, Guardians. I don't know.
A lot are being sold because people are staying at home now.
Yeah, well, that's why the specific games that are going for as much as they are right now on Wii. They're like the Mario Party type games where you take turns doing a sport or doing a little mini game. That kind of game right now on Wii, they've all doubled in price. And even if they haven't doubled in price, the more important thing is like they're still selling for the original price, but they'll sell right now if you list them, And we've sold all our extra Wiis. We sold a couple in person and a couple on eBay. So I don't blame you none. A ramekin is a small dish for baking.
Thank you.
So one person knows.
Robin says, we know what a ramekin is, lol. Did Pat ever find toilet paper?
I haven't run out.
You haven't run out. He's on his last roll, but he's doing all right.
I have another. I'm on a roll that's mostly full, and I have another one.
Okay, he's
We're
fine.
very concerned about your cleanliness in your bathroom.
He just uses his hand. You heard it here. Yeah, we're still not out. We have 5 or 6 rolls. We're fine.
We have 5.
We have 5. I'm having a
counted
hard time
today.
seeing this now. But good question. Lol. I have to go look up ramekin now. I can't. Next time I'm on Jeopardy and someone asks me what the F a ramekin is, I guess I got to know. This sun is right in my eyeballs. Well, at least the ceramic ones are for baking. Is there a different kind? Don, where is the hunting videos? Someone asked in Spanish. Except they didn't know the word for hunting in Spanish. So I don't know. Looks nice there. Stay safe, you guys. It is quite nice. It's a nice. How hot would you say it is right now? Like 75 degrees? A little hotter. The sun is setting right now, which is why it's glaring right in my face. That's actually why we look so pretty. Look at our skin tones, man.
Well,
Hannah, you don't need no makeup. Look at you. Ooh.
I never need any makeup because
Patrick does. He wears a little blemish.
I'm an independent woman. I do what I want.
deodorant makeup.
His deodorant makeup. Sup, Tindo. Greetings from Guam. What's up, my man? Harry Potter fan. Welcome. Glad you stopped by the podcast. Cindy said, Cindy's the one that said it looks nice here. It's so nice. I love living here, except you're going to hear me complain about it for the rest of the year, starting in about 2 weeks, because it's going to be 100 degrees here. Except, well, we do have a little bit of a reprieve because Hannah just told me that she heard on the radio it's going to be real cool for the next couple days.
Storms of ruin.
Yeah. Is that what it is? The water's coming, the rain's coming in?
Yeah. It's going to roll on up. Drop it up.
Rowdy said, I won't be shaking Patrick's hand, lol.
Conservation.
Bluegrass is confusing me. He said, let me put my eyeballs on here. What if we did the whole podcast like this? Actually, last time we did this on the phone, Hannah's mother complained about how much she saw my nose. Bluegrass said, at a restaurant, you dip your French fries in ranch. Ranch is in a ramekin. Okay.
Yeah,
Lol.
it's just like for small condiments or just like little small portions of things.
Listen, I'm all for using elevated words. I really,
a small bowl.
as someone who went to school for writing and wasted his life away doing such things, I'm all for using fancy words, but I can't imagine why you'd look for such a fancy word, but it's just like, can I have the baby bowl? That sounds so much better.
There's a word for every kitchen dish in our kitchen.
3 seashells. Lol, does anybody here get that reference? 3 seashells?
No, I don't.
These guys don't watch 80s movies. You're still live. What's up, guys? I hope, now I say that, I hope it was in the 80s. I'm pretty sure it was. It could have been early 90s now that I think about it. Who needs TP? Just use 3 shells. That's what I'm saying. Pat's going to have to use Krabby Patties as toilet paper. Lol. You just use your bread. That's gross. Y'all lucky it's cold and raining in California. Is it? What part of California are you in? And how cold is it?
I've heard it's been raining a lot there.
Robin says it's raining in Anaheim right now. Looks great there. Has it been raining more in California than usual? Because I feel like I've been hearing that a bunch. Harry Potter said I sent you guys a package. Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait to get it. It's like my favorite time of the week when we get to do mail time. Saw you're making different stands now. Any plans for a 2DS and a Switch controller? We'll buy. I actually, if you go watch all of, is it today's video or yes? I'm lost. There are now 2D stands on our website, but they're only for the 2DS Lite. No, the 2DS. Maybe not.
Well,
I'm lying. No, I'm mixing up DS models. Yes, I will have one. But it takes a little bit of time because I'm just doing a few at a time. I just got done yesterday with the 3DS and the DS Lite, and I have to take the same stand and then measure the 2DS and then print the same stand at a different size for it. And I actually don't own a 2DS, so not yet, but it's coming. I got to get my hands on one to measure it first. But thanks for asking. Just this week, really, somewhat near Northbridge, LA. I got you. Oh, okay, gotcha. Judge Dredd. Well, I'll tell you what. I think the second to last, maybe the third to last film that I shot in LA. This has been 3 years ago now. And this was right up to that point where it was like the drought is the worst it's ever been. It's so crazy. All the underwater natural wells that are in California, they're like super empty. This is crazy. And so I'm going to LA to shoot this movie, and I'm like, not going to be a problem. Most of it's outdoors, so we're taking our cameras outdoors, going through the woods and stuff, and doing some real creepy stuff out in the woods. And I'm just not worried about rain. We get there and it rains the whole time we're there. So anytime I go to LA thinking it's not going to rain, it's going to rain is what I'm saying. Let's turn a little bit because this sun's about to murder me. Let's see. We have gotten a lot more rain this year and last here in California. What else was it? It wasn't when we were there last time, but there was a point sometime, I guess it was last year, where it just rained in LA for like a week straight. And we lived in LA for like 3 years and it never rained while we were there. Maybe once. He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Texas, it hit the 90s. Nice. So it's nice and hot down in Texas. Love all the videos. Been binge watching. Thanks for saying so, my man. Well, we have plenty of videos for you to go back and watch. I think the last time I looked, we were at 180 videos, and that seems like it was 2 years ago. So I'm sure we're at 200 videos by now. But I don't know. I'm bad at counting. Temperature is 42 in Canada, where I live. It's rip, fam. That's cold.
Wait, would that be Celsius or do they do Fahrenheit?
Well, 42 Celsius would be, I don't know.
It's like 100 and
yeah, it's like
something.
that's like the sun.
Okay.
Hope you guys. So he's probably talking Fahrenheit. Canadians are smarter than we are, so he probably converted it in his head. We have love your videos, so much fun. Thanks for saying so, Robin. All right, well, what else are we gonna talk about before we get out of here? Because we've got about 20 more minutes. 6 Celsius. That's rip, man. I always said, well, because we've used Fahrenheit all our lives. 6 sounds really cold.
I think you like double it and add 32 or something like that.
Well, it
like
scales.
a rough
It
estimate.
scales. Yeah, for a rough estimate, it scales weird because 0 is freezing, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
6 is like, it's probably like 10, 15 degrees or something. No Goodwills are open up here. Hoping for some good teacup finds. What does that mean? Explain that to me. Teacup finds. I like the way it sounds. Yeah.
Finding some teacups.
You just gonna search? Well, you gonna search for them online? You gonna buy teacups online? You don't do teacups, do you, Hannah?
No, just, I mean, really specific ones.
You drink your tea out of a coffee mug, you swine.
I do. I drink one out of a London teacup. Does that help?
That makes it way better. She drinks her tea out of a teacup that she got in London. That's funny. Let's see. But 90 degrees in Texas, that's pretty crazy. You can still get a brand new 2DS for $70. Well, here's my problem, and I bet a lot of you guys have picked up on this watching our bins videos and stuff. I just won't pay $70 for any handheld. I'll wait until I find one at the bottom of a bin at Goodwill, which has happened. I've found 2 3DSs at the Goodwill bins, and I paid for them by weight, which means I got them for $1. One of them didn't work, and I just had to replace a chip. And so I just kind of wait for my turn. Like, something I'm very, very, very eager to collect more of is, 2 things. My Game Boy colors, I want one of every color, and then Wiimotes are kind of my 2 favorite things I'm after right now. But there's no way I'm gonna go online right now and pay $30, $40 for some of those nicer ones, or even more. I'm just gonna wait until they show up. I'm a waiter, man. Cindy says, Jason and I go thrifting, and I always find some amazing, cool looking ones. Had some pretty cool finds. Teacups are probably one of those things. Just give Hannah a little time, she'll start collecting them.
Yeah, I think they're really cool. I like them a lot. I really want to find some of the more really cool Fire King ones. That's probably the first set of teacups I would venture to pay for.
If you came across them at the thrift. Harry Potter said tea time is at 3 p.m. What'd you say about Tiger King?
It sounded like she said Tiger King.
Oh.
Fire King!
Tiger King teacups. Make it a thing. Copyrighted. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's keep walking. Let's walk off the rest of this.
Cool.
See if we can keep the sun behind us, or I don't know. Let's see. You're having thrifting withdrawals? Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm having, I'm addicted. I'm absolutely addicted to thrifting, I now realize. Because Hannah and I were going every day since Hannah quit her job. How long's it been, Hannah?
Since February, so.
So Hannah quit her job in February. Quit her job in February. So ever since then, we've thrifted every day. Not a day's gone by that we haven't went to the thrift store. So now that there's no thrifting to be done, we wake up every day, we get our shipping done, we come up with some sort of idea for a video, and then we go, what on God's green earth do we do? I mean, we obviously end up playing some video games, but it's just all we want to do is thrifting, and the fact that we can't. I know I'm complaining about something rather trivial, but man, it does suck. I'm with you.
Last night I started looking up eBay listings for jeans, and I was just like, $5 to $10 jeans. Anything that would be in that ratio, I will get them. And I didn't find anything.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of shopping online, almost at all, for what we do. But we kind of start thinking about it, and Hannah's kind of fallen into it, looking for cheap stuff to buy online. But I will say, we're going to come out of this whole thing. If we keep making money the way we are right now, don't get me wrong. Hold on a second. Now, don't get me wrong. Things might get worse, and none of us might be making any money in about a month. But we're doing fine right now at the beginning of this lockdown. And if we go all the way through it, making as much as we are, and not spending money at the thrift store, we're going to have more money than we've had in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Someone said Carol Baskin did it. Carol Baskin started the coronavirus, for sure. Your beard is getting out of control. It is. There is no excuse for how ridiculous that looks. But
hey, but your hair looks nice.
do you know how mad the internet's going to be at me if I shave my beard, though? The internet's going to lose its mind. Would you consider sourcing your stock online for resale later? I didn't see that when I was just talking about that a second ago, but no. Well, I mean, if there were a reason to, or if there were a clever way to do so. But if you watch my videos closely, I go back through our entire catalog and look at how many times somebody's like, you missed a copy of Wii Resort, you dummy, which is kind of funny now. But we are very strict at what we buy and how much we spend on it. This is probably a bad choice to come down the street. There's a very busy road. But we want to buy something for $1 and sell it for 20, or buy it for $5 and sell it for 100. And I know that's kind of a pipe dream sometimes, but because we shop at the bins the way that we do, the Goodwill bins, it's not as hard as it sounds. So once you buy almost anything online, so even if you find a good deal on it, then you pay for shipping, you're just never going to sell it for the kind of profit margin that we prefer to stick to. So if I go into a store, I'm not talking about right now, let's just say usually Wii Sports or something's worth $20. If I go into a store and Wii Sports is $7 and it's only going to sell for $20, I don't care. Unless I've got a coupon to get a few more dollars off of it, and even then, I don't want to work that hard. So we try really hard to get stuff a lot cheaper than you're going to find it online. That's not to say it's not a good idea to sometimes set some notification parameters up on like Mercari and places like that, and sometimes get really lucky and score something for really, really cheap. That's definitely a good thing to do, and we do it from time to time, but there's no large portion of anything that we get that we sell that comes from online.
I just want to point out how much nicer this part of the apartment complex is than ours.
Yeah, we're walking through our next door neighbor's apartment complex, and it's way nicer than ours. I've never walked through here before. I have a blue Wiimote. I should list it high. Yeah, I have a blue one that's missing its back. Let's see, last movie y'all watched recently. Good question. What's the last movie you watched, Pat?
Movie?
Patrick watches Netflix series.
Yeah, I just watch TV shows mostly.
Yeah. Well, what's the last TV show you watched?
I've been watching Dave and Community.
Dave and Community. Community's a good one. I watched that when it first came on. The guy that wrote it, what's his name? He also writes Rick and Morty. Oh, I can't think of his name. Maybe I'll think of it in a minute. What's the last movie we watched?
I can't remember the last movie. I don't think we've seen one in a while.
Oh, but we have. Oh, yeah, not in a little while. We've been catching up on all the TV shows.
We're watching lots of documentaries about cults, apparently.
Yeah, we've been watching all those documentaries on Netflix about cults. There's one on there. I'm not going to be able to tell you what it's called. It's not one of the obvious ones. It was kind of...
The Wild and Free one is the one I remember the most.
That's the one, yeah. The last movie we watched was a documentary film called The Wild and Free. Look it up. I do highly recommend it.
Wild.
Can you talk about those shades? Yes. These shades, the first pair I ever bought were orange. We were probably less than a month into making daily videos. So, and I don't know what it was. We found them at a Savers for $1 on a half off Monday at Savers thrift shop. And I put them on, and then I pretty much wore them every day after that. And then it got to the point where, you kind of expected to see me wearing them in these videos, and then I started going overboard, and I bought them in almost every single color that you can find them manufactured in the world. I have about 25 different pairs of different colors, and I've got doubles of a lot of them because they show up at the thrift stores a lot. And I don't know, I just kind of think they're dumb and cool, so that's why we got them. We're walking right into the sun. I'm cheap when buying for resale too. It makes me happier that way, yeah. But like, and it's very easy once you start shopping at the Goodwill bins to be really cutthroat at being really cheap. And I'll tell you, there's some people that watch our channel. If you're into reselling and you're into people watching, if you're into those two things, I heavily, heavily recommend that you spend some time reading the comments on our channel. Normally I would say stay away from YouTube comments because it's usually a pretty dark place. It's usually just people trying to be contrarian. There's a $3 word, contrarian, and it's not really worth it. But on ours, it's just like people that are resellers almost, trying to think of a way to put this where it's not impolite, but it's very easy for resellers to kind of label themselves as just like over eager, angry people, because some people will just do anything to make a buck, and sometimes you go too far. So like I said, if you're buying something for $7 to sell it for $20, that's cool. And if it's no big deal and you're able to adjust what you're doing into a way where the time that it takes for you to sell that item, there's ways in which that's okay to do. But I think a lot of people, when they're reselling things, don't consider their time to be worth money. And so that's why for us, our time is most important to us. So our buy-in has to be a much different ratio for us. So, but what I'm saying though is go read the comments, and you'll see people throwing fits in the comments about stuff that's just like, you can just tell they have no idea. You can tell they're not making money because they're more emotional than anything. Tindo, you're so dumb. You didn't buy that $13 copy of Wii Sports and flip it for $20. I don't know why I keep using that as an example. I guess Wii Sports is on the mind, but yeah. Let's see. Let me scroll back up sometime. It's been 5 weeks of no thrifting. Grateful Thrift, my man. That blows. That absolutely blows.
I felt really lucky that we were able to keep thrifting as long as we could.
This is, yeah, I agree. We got a couple more weeks in than most people did because our governor took a long time to kind of decide what he was going to do. But this is my favorite comment ever. Rowdy said, "Don't shave the beard or you'll go to the shadow realm." Can one of you tell me what that's a reference to?
Sounds familiar.
Hannah, we talked about it today. The glove I want to make, that's the one.
I was gonna guess that before you gave me the hint.
We want to do some more making videos on the channel, and there's a Yu-Gi-Oh prop I want to make. So we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh earlier today.
Shoot, that just reminded me of one of the maker things that I want to make when we were at Joann's today. I need some fabric.
Well, you were at Joann's today. Why didn't you buy it?
I forgot.
You can just use our bed sheets. Lol. You should watch The Walking Dead. I watched the first 1 or 2 seasons. You've seen more of it than I have.
Yeah, I've seen almost all of it.
Have you seen Walking Dead? Have you seen it? Patrick, have you seen it?
I've seen, hey, 6 feet.
Okay, that is true. I almost just stuck my tongue in your ear. That could have been bad.
1.5 episodes, maybe?
Okay.
Like 5 years ago. So
Yeah. I watched it when it first came out, but it just became way too much to keep up with. Let's see. Print some Tendo shades. That's not a terrible idea. I should make my own 3D printed pair. It wouldn't be that hard to do. I'd have to scan these. I don't think I'd do very well taking a pair of calipers or something and like measuring every little jaggedy bit. I'd have to get a scanner because that would just be hard.
What do you do for the shades?
that guy waved, but he didn't know the camera was pointing this way.
People are driving around looking at us about to crash. Please make Yu-Gi-Oh props. We're gonna do that for sure. I've got one prop in mind and I think you'll be pretty surprised what it is. Let's see. We don't have bins, just retail Goodwill, so garage sales are king here. None of the first month of the season. Yeah, that sucks. From dollar store shades, but we can print better frames. I've never read your comments. Have to do it for grins and giggles. Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason I do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of you guys watching that are super kind in the comments and I appreciate it. But I almost a little bit too much get off on the people that are just egg-headed in the comments, that are so interested in being right about something, because there are, there's a good number of people around that do reselling, and I guess you could say it's a part of their identity. And so they really, really kind of are fierce about it. It just creates some really good comments in the comment section. Rip Patrick, yeah, you got wasted. You got
I've got 2 weeks to go.
you got the Rona. Let's see. The Power Glove, but make it the Infinity Gauntlet. The documentary to watch on Netflix is The Devil Next Door. Have we seen that? That sounds familiar.
Maybe, actually.
We might have seen it. It's kind of hard to say. I can't tell you how many times I'm scrolling through looking for some new documentaries to watch on Netflix. And I scroll and I go, "Oh, this looks good." And we push play and we've watched it twice. Happens all the time. But we'll look that up and make sure we haven't seen it. I don't know off the top of my head.
We did watch Don't F with Cats, and for the first 30 minutes of it, I couldn't watch it.
That was rough. One of you guys suggested Don't Mess with Cats. And we did. We watched it. It was rough. Have you seen, you know what that is? Have you seen it on Netflix?
Still haven't.
Yeah, it's rough. It was all right, but it's rough.
It was gripping. I stayed up till about 3 a.m. watching way too many episodes, but it was hard to watch.
I have a boogie hanging, do I?
What?
Or is it Patrick?
Me?
Or is it Hannah?
No.
I might have a boogie. I can't see it. I'm sure you can, though. Look how close you are to my nose.
Nose hair.
What do you do? Hey, man, what do you do? Well, I walk around with a camera up my nose for the whole internet to see. I agree with a-holes in my comments and videos. They don't know how to respond. They stop trolling because they want you to get mad. Yeah, well, listen, I think I've blocked 2 people. We have 1,700 subs. We've been going for 5 or 6 months. I've only blocked 2 people, and they were people that were just outrageous. Just everything. They would comment twice a day and would just look for something. There's some people here that really think they're Hannah's defender, and they have to defend her honor or whatever. They look for weird things, and that stuff gets on her nerves way more than it does mine. So there's a couple assholes that have been really uncomfortable. I don't know how else to put it, towards Hannah, they want to be her knight in shining armor or something. And I'm talking weird stuff.
I can carry an IKEA bag full of packages. I'm fine.
Well, that's the soft, that's the easy part. But there's been people that have been weird toward her. So I'll block those people. Matter of fact, I blocked one today. He's some people are just too much. But like, you know, you expect that. You go on YouTube and you expect the comments to be like, you know, hateful stuff, and none of that. We don't sit around going, oh man, he called me fat, I'm so sad today. But I don't know what else to tell you. YouTube comments are just, sometimes they're a joke. Had to do the victory screech. See how long you can do it.
No.
Let's see. But yeah, see if I've missed anything before we get out of here. We got about 5 minutes left. SpongeBob victory speech. There were more than one person asking for it, Hannah, so you know. So hard to read this with the sun in your eyeballs. All right, a couple more questions before we do get out of here. Does anybody else have any more recommendations for what we need to watch? Because two of the last 3 or 4 or 5 TV shows that Hannah and I have binge watched, we got the suggestion from you guys. So before we get out of here, make some TV recommendations. Let's see. 3 people at my Amazon warehouse have tested positive for coronavirus.
That's not good.
Never been so scared to go to work. That is rough. And I hear, you know, you hear a lot of reports about how bad sometimes the conditions can be at those warehouses. So that sounds scary to me too, man. But I wish you the best of luck on that. Let's see, Jason's saying the Shield of Sons. Oh, and Sons of Anarchy and Shield. The Shield. I haven't watched the Shield. I've seen a little bit of Sons of Anarchy. Hell on Wheels is one of my favorite series ever. Though I wish it would have, I'm not saying the ending was bad, but I wish there were more of it. I wish it would have kept going. I love Hell on Wheels. Do you remember Hell on Wheels?
Show,
Yeah, it was great. Common, the rapper, was in it. Have we lost Pat? There he is. I couldn't see him behind my head.
I think we both got a little turned around because this part of the complex looks very similar to ours.
Yeah. Thanks for the fun. Take good care and see you next time. Big Man, Pride Brother, Yu-Gi-Oh! On Hulu. Yeah, we should just watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's binge watch that. We watched it with my college roommate before Patrick was my college roommate in college. All right, let's go put the camera down over here before we wrap this up. Did you watch The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance? I love that movie as a kid. And the Netflix show is amazing. Well, it has been since I was a kid since I watched Dark Crystal. And I've been meaning to since that new one came out. I've been meaning to go watch the new one. But we haven't done so yet. But we're going to do that. That's a good one. We might actually do that now. Watch the old one and then watch the new one. Let's see. The irony for me is I was going through the Fear of the Walking Dead seasons when all this started. So you started with Fear of the Walking Dead? That's pretty funny. But yeah, Dark Crystal, that's probably a suggestion we're definitely going to have to go with. Have you seen the original Dark Crystal?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a Jim Henson puppet movie, but it's not Sesame Street. It's like kind of darker, like...
The other side of puppet
making. Yeah. I mean, not like that puppet movie with McCartney in it, but...
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, that's a good suggestion. But let's see. Thanks, y'all. Be safe. Well, guys, I appreciate you chatting with us. I appreciate you hanging with us as you do every Tuesday. You might have noticed that we did today's stream just a little bit later than usual. Maybe even let us know before you go if this was better or different. I bet for most of you, you're going to be indifferent because none of us are on our regular schedules. But we just kind of figured we were going a little bit too early last time because it's early for us because the normal time we go live on Tuesdays is, what, 3 for us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just too early. So we're going to be doing maybe 5 or 6 our time from now on, which is like almost 9 o'clock Eastern. And I know for some of you guys that are in other parts of the world, that's really, really late. So I don't know, but we're going to be figured out. There's those kids yelling. There's like 5 kids in front of us, but I'm just trying real hard to take up all the cameras so I don't accidentally film them because YouTube doesn't like that. Ozarks with Jason Bateman. I think we binge watched the new series all at once. Have you seen?
I've seen most of the new season.
Okay, Patrick's watching the new season right now. But that's a great suggestion. Anybody watching, if you haven't watched Ozarks, go watch it. Listen, let me tell you this story real quick before we go. We went to the Bins one time about 2 months ago, and we ran into this lady who's from the Ozarks, and where Hannah's from is not far from the Ozarks, a couple hours.
No, we vacationed there when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's real close to Hannah's hometown. Not real, but like an hour and a half or something like that.
Oh, no, it's farther than that.
Well, how far is it?
It's on the other side of the state, so a couple hours.
A few hours away. And we, this lady started telling us that the show is really realistic. And she started listing all these ways that it's like actually really crazy there and all kinds of drug dealers and stuff. And I was like, that's wild. That's really wild. Someone else said y'all should watch Joker. Yeah, we watched that in theaters. That was good.
Yeah.
How about custom bandanas? I have bandanas designed. How did we walk over here and then just every child that lives in this complex showed up immediately?
Pretty much everybody's
We
here.
literally sat down and every kid walked out. I have designs for custom bandanas, but they're not cheap to source. I don't have the tools to make them personally, so I have to find someone to make them for me. But I do have some design. Word up Tindo, get some wrestling on and watch old ECW. I have some wrestling VHS that I watch sometimes that are fun. Let's see. See you later. Be safe. Yeah, hug Patrick again. I will. As soon as the camera's off, me and Patrick are embracing. Gonna go watch the new Star Wars tonight. Haven't seen it yet. Come back next time. Let us know how you like it, because it was all right.
More kids showed up.
You met a cartel mule. Yeah, she probably was a drug dealer. That's great. All right, well, guys, thank you. Listen, we're gonna get out of here because I think there's more kids showing up, and it's only gonna get louder. So, peace out. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always. I don't know how to stop this. Do you? Lol.
Stop button.
No. There's a magic wand.
Let's check.
Yeah, it's a chat. I think I just hit this X.
I think so.
Actually, let's just let everybody stay here for a minute and watch us trying to stop the stream. I bet this is good content. I'm betting it's this X. Hey, there it is. All right, guys, listen, this is for real this time. I found the button. Peace out, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.